Nerf this!
Hey guys, welcome back to Clash with Corey. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on that notification bell. Check out the details of my videos when you get a chance. In there, I've got links to my Discord server. I got links to WHF's recruiting Discord server. Got links to WHF's live streamers. So check that out when you get a chance. Let's get into this video. This is about the update that just dropped this morning. We're going to be going over all the big points, all the important ones, and what it means for you. We're going to analyze, we're going to grade this update. For the most part, this is all good. There's really only two things I don't like, and the first one I'm going to start off with right away. I've been saying it in my last two update information videos, and that is the Siege Machine Auto Select. So what it means is if you are farming without a Siege Machine selected, so you're doing your farming like most people do, not burning up Siege Machines, and you go into a war attack, since you did a farming attack without the Siege Machine last, your Siege Machine is not going to be selected. So as soon as you place a troop on the map without selecting it, it's too late. You do not have a Siege Machine for that war attack. I really hate this part of the update. I wish it would change it back to the way they were before. The way it was before was if you went into a war attack and forgot to deselect the Siege Machine, you used it while farming. Big deal. Didn't cost you a war attack, didn't hurt your clan. So I wish they would go back on that. The other big one, big huge change is Town Hall 12. They added an Inferno. Gosh, let's pray on this before I talk all the way through it. So they added an Inferno to Town Hall 12, and this was so necessary. Hit rates were amazing at Town Hall 12. They were way too good. This is the highest level of the game. It should be the most difficult to 3-star, and it really wasn't. We're seeing Town Hall 12 hit rates of 60, 70%, 50, 60 on average, probably sometimes 100% hit rates. So something big had to happen in the highest levels of competition to make it more difficult to 3-star Town Hall 12s. Absolutely. Just this last week we had 2 perfect wars back to back, and Town Hall 12s were cleared like before everything else. It's insane. So adding an extra Inferno is a huge boost to Town Hall 12. Well done on that one. Definitely that was needed. Now let's go through the rest of this stuff. Let's talk about the clan war leagues that just started. I really like how they did this. In my last update video, I said I don't think competitive clans are going to be able to participate because it takes a full 8 days. But how they did it is they're only doing it 1 week out of each month. So CWL just made the decision, hey, we're going to delay CWL a week. That way all the clans have a chance to participate in these new clan wars. So clan war leagues that are outside of the game one are probably going to mold their schedules around the in-game clan war leagues so that everybody can participate in it, and I think that's awesome. Those clan war leagues are going to have a new currency. They're going to have league medals that can be used in a new store. I think it's just called the League Store that uses those league medals you earn in these new Supercell clan war leagues. And with that, you're going to be able to buy some awesome new stuff. Covered that in some of the last videos. The hammers. Basically, it's going to be like the books, except with the books, you still had to have the resources, and then you could just finish the upgrade soon. The hammer, you don't even need the resources. You could have 0 Dark Elixir. And if you have a hammer of heroes, you can drop that on your queen, and boom, she goes up a level. Don't need any resources for it, and don't need any time. It's just like, just like that. So excellent rewards in the League Store there. With that, we got the new trap. All right, it's going to be available at Town Hall 11. Can have level 1 and level 2. Level 1 is going to keep troops caught in there for 6 seconds, and this does target ground and air troops. Town Hall 12 is going to have level 3, which is going to keep them stuck in there for 10 seconds. So Town Hall 11, it's got level 1 and 2 for 6 and 8 seconds. And this thing also does a little bit of damage. It does 8 damage per second. I don't know. That seems like nothing to me. Yeah, that doesn't seem like it's really going to damage any troops hardly at all. You wouldn't even notice it, I don't think, if they hadn't told you for Town Hall 11 and Town Hall 12 level troops. But, whatever. One thing I did notice in testing this, because I did put it on my home base in my Town Hall 11, and was able to just test it immediately. I wasn't able to, all my other bases I put it on were on a 24-hour cooldown, but my home base I was able to test it immediately. If we have time at the end, I might throw that footage on here. But one thing I noticed is the defensive sweeper will knock troops, any air troops, right out of that tornado trap. So hastes do not get you out of it, from what I could tell. Rage does not get you out of it, from what I could tell. You're stuck in there for the 6, 8, or 10 seconds, unless the defensive sweeper pushes you out. If it pushes you out, you're free. So take that into account on your base building. Make sure that you're putting this new tornado trap in an area where the sweeper is not going to just completely nullify it if you want to take full advantage of it. So another thing that's big on this one, they said that they fixed the wall wrecker glitch. I'll believe that when I don't see a glitch for like a month. But kudos to them for trying. I hope they're right. I hope they did. I hope it's a thing of the past, because that has affected some of my war attacks negatively, obviously. And lots of other people's. I'm sure thousands and thousands of people have experienced that wall wrecker glitch. So, you know, like I said, I'll believe it when I don't see it happening. But kudos to them for trying, and I hope they got it right. Thank you very much for fixing that. It needed to be done. Another big news, witches got nerfed. Good. Good. All right. Up to this point, you could throw a frozen witch at almost any town hall base and had like 50% hit rate. You know, obviously, if the base was well suited for it, you could crush it most every time, but you could just throw it up to like any base that you didn't know how to hit, and you had a good chance of 3-starring it up until now. So thankfully they nerfed those, and Witch Slap is the same at Town Hall 9. Anytime you have a spam attack that is too powerful, the skills of the community are going to decrease. You know, it happens. It happens when they buff miners last time. I noticed it personally. All of a sudden, there's all these hound bases that I could miner, and all of a sudden, my precision attack skills were just declining. If you don't use it, you know what I mean? If you don't use it, you're going to lose it eventually. Your skills will at least decline. So I'm really glad they nerfed witches a little bit. It wasn't too much. Level 2, which most of us used, I think at Town Hall 9 and Town Hall 10, their damage per second went from 120 to 110. And their health points got dropped quite a bit, from 360 to 320. So it will still take a giant bomb and 2 little bombs to kill them entirely, just like it did before, but they're gonna have significantly less health, from 360 to 320. So any of the times on your witch attacks where you saw them hanging on by a sliver of health before the healers healed them back up, after this update, those witches are probably going to be dead. So I'm really a big fan of that part of the update. So some air defenses at the higher levels got a little extra hit points. Might take an extra drop, might take an extra loon to get them down. We'll see how that plays out. They're trying to nerf air just a little bit, I guess. The Eagle artillery got buffed all across the board. It does more damage now. I'm cool with that. Hit rate's been pretty good at Town Hall 11 and Town Hall 12, so I think they're just really trying to make those higher level town halls a little more difficult, and I'm all for that. They nerfed the frickin' Expo. This was like the one of two things I don't like. There's only 2 things I don't like on this update, and that was the Siege Machine auto-select that I've been telling you guys about forever. I hate that, and I really don't like the fact that they keep nerfing the Expo. All right? The Expo now, for Max Town Hall 10, the level 4 Expo does 80 damage per second. Your Archer Tower, Max Archer Tower at Town Hall 10 does 92. I don't know. Why do they keep nerfing the Expo? I don't get it. I don't understand it. It was supposed to be a more powerful defense than your cannons and your Archer Towers, but they just keep nerfing it. I don't know why. I don't think it's necessary. Not at all. But they did, and they do. So another thing I like on this update, this is very subtle. It seems like they nerfed the red bombs by knocking their trigger radius from 5 tiles down to 4 tiles. But I'm going to argue with you, I think that was actually buffing them, because I've noticed in base building and defending a lot of times a hound's going to pop, the pups are going to spread out and trigger red bombs and just makes them completely useless. You don't want to kill a frickin' lava pup with a red bomb. You want it to go off in a group of 5, 10, 20 loons. And by having that huge trigger radius, it was allowing them to go off too soon, so that by the time the loons got to it, they were just basically completely ineffective. So I think that was actually a very subtle buff to the red bombs. We'll see how it plays out. So with that, that's all the stuff I wanted to touch over. They decreased some training costs. You know, cool. I got plenty of resources anyways. I don't really care. They decreased some gem donation costs. That I'm a big fan of, because I'm not very patient. You know what I mean? Especially when I'm cooking an army or something, I see a request up. Gem. So That's very handy. Thank you, Supercell, for reducing the cost of me being impatient. I appreciate that. They added 25 new maps to the Goblin map. I don't know. I guess that's cool for players that are still learning the game or whatever, but that doesn't affect me at all. I don't care about the Goblin map. I might not even ever hit it. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I don't really care about that at all. So remember, two big things. Town Hall 12 got a new Inferno. That's huge news. And the Siege Machine Auto Select, you're going to get burned. If you're farming without it, I guarantee you're going to get burned on this. There's no way you're going to remember right away every single time. All right, I'm going into this tack. I've made this excellent plan. Now I'm going to remember to select my Siege Machine. No way you remember that every time. I think it's a horrible idea. We'll see how it plays out. We'll see how long this video is, guys. If I'm already close to 10 minutes, this is going to be the end, and I'll see you in the next video. If I'm significantly less than that, then I'll throw on some footage at the end of hitting those tornado traps. So we'll see. You guys will know. I don't know right now, but we'll see where it ends. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Nerf this!